怎么了？哪一个？你还能说这话呀？心里光冷呢？
老人家你还是站着吧，人看家属
扫码了吗，大爷？扫码，上车得扫码，知道吗？能不能听着？上车得扫码，扫那个二维码，知道吗？不知道啊？你有没有手机？有手机来，跟我下来，来，下车。现在不扫码不让坐公交车，这是政府规定，明白吗？摇号给你发过去，有点是吗？我摇号给你发过去。哎，过来！哎，看，明白？有两个人在找出来的，你去给我出来啊！
报警！
这里把这个死了啊！
打扰你，我就是有谁？还有你啊！你他妈有事不来黄鼠干？
这个是哪？看是哪？
依然航线救护门，人员不要出门，依然航线救护门，人员不要出门，依然航线救护门，人员不要出门，依然航线救护门，人员不要出门。
这个呢是讲效率，上面效率。
不要出门，一旦发现就封门。人员不要出门，一旦发现就封门。人员不要出门，一旦发现就封门。
分一根美国钱，找对吧？找好，找好，啊！我们清楚啊，
他嘴巴不大吗？
是吧？正好，这么长的，来，你比着，来。要龙哥就能吃到你。
别，看谁？
正好，
我走了。谁？这就打电话了。
是也好人。你别好行了，别，
这不欠了没钱？是不是欠了钱？
这边走吧。
车不出来。
翠港的东门，翠港完蛋了，又拉了不少人了，整个翠港要移走了，全是大巴。
走不了。
可能是对面的一个城中村，在疫情之后没有规范的小区管理，也许有人确诊了，反正现在政府把这个城中村的人全部隔离，全部带走，看来了好些大巴。
长谈，无人带我站，无人等我茶一盏，无人供我付钱。
很多的时候，我妈都对吧？你们看这个地方没有？你们这是你们这是在干什么呀？
老百姓这不是。
官方认证，未经官方认证或宣布，不得私人发布任何关于疫情的任何消息。我明确告诉你啊，高尔夫目前官方没有确认病例，明白吗？
那哪个地方会通知呢？会官方发布？
你看官方通告啊，没有官方通告不能随便发布，一旦发布造成社会影响的，我们将追究法律责任。现在我们要求你立即纠正你前面的朋友圈，一个是删除。第二个，你再发朋友圈，对前面你发的信息进行纠正，
怎么就这样？
你就说，哎呀，可能刚才这个上一条这个信息也不是很准确，如果有大家带来困扰，表示感谢、抱歉之类的，自己挽回影响，我们跟领导已经请示啊，首先对你进行训诫，如果你拒不挽回影响或拒不道歉的，我们按照法律要求对你进行追究法律责任。依法处理，明白吧？现在全国都是这么处理。
要死，3分钟了。我这个手上那个活动的，这种他们都听不见，说那我挂着。是不是在新闻人还不够？绝对不行。
看边界，老缅的进不来，我们中国也进不去缅甸，一路上赶着腿死弯弯了。
Everywhere she goes, Ouyang Haoyu is followed. What she buys, how she behaves, is tracked and scored to show how responsible and trustworthy she is. It's called the social credit system, and in one version now being tested, a person's reputation is scored on a scale of 350 to 950. And Haoyu, with a good score of 752, is okay with it. In fact, most people are.
It's a mechanism pushes you to become a better citizen.
It's big data meets Big Brother, expanding how the government monitors, understands, and ultimately controls its 1.4 billion citizens. Thanks to advances in artificial intelligence and facial recognition, and a web of more than 200 million surveillance cameras.
Are people bothered by privacy concerns?
We think the lot of camera keep the safety is really good. We can accept it.
Companies are experimenting with the algorithms to help the government create the new national social credit system. The government also has pilot projects. In one, citizens are required to do hours of unpaid work to get benefits. And scores are docked for things like littering, a messy yard, gossip, even jaywalking. Video of offenders is shown on the local news. And information collectors like Zhou Aini are paid to report on their neighbors. Her quota, 10 entries a month. Like the man who carried a drunk person home. A good deed, she says. Good social credit gets rewarded with perks like cheap loans and travel deals. But a bad score means public shame and worse. Huang Huijun lost a court case and didn't pay. Now he's on a government blacklist. I can't buy airplane or train tickets, he says, and the list goes on. Being discredited makes it hard to get a job or put kids in top schools. The social credit system will go nationwide next year, and few here are willing to criticize it. Something that may pose a risk itself for a bad score and the life that comes with it. Janice Mackey-Frere, NBC News, Beijing.
下面打牌的注意了，赶紧散开！我是瑞昌市公安局无人机，防疫期间不准聚集打牌。水你到机构啊，赶紧散开！打瞌早。下面抽烟的，把烟扔了，把口罩戴好。 把烟扔掉，把口罩戴好，听到没有？说你呢，就是说你，把烟扔掉，把口罩戴好。对，把口罩戴好，搞快点。
来吧，展示。
准备好了吗？3、2、1，走！
Do you agree that you put some posts on Facebook? Does this look
Those
familiar?
are illegal as. Yep.
Did you put this on Facebook?
Yep.
So the question that's been raised is, were you there?
Oh, no problem. Yeah.
Is that you? Or
Well,
were you there?
well, does it matter?
Yeah,
You're
well,
handing me
I'm not-
paperwork saying I've sent a
I'm
photo.
not handing you anything. I'm asking you a question.
Well,
on
you've
behalf
got the
of-
photo, don't you? So
that doesn't. You've to put a photo on Facebook doesn't actually confirm whether you were there or not. So I'm asking, were you
so
there?
if I say no, you're not going to give me the paperwork. You're going to go home,
There's
mate.
no
or-
paperwork here to give you. This is my
Okay, so
information.
what are we here for? Are you here to serve me
Okay,
or?
what part didn't? No.
Intimidation.
Yeah, I know. It's
Pretty laughing.
It's losers. It is like sad.
I'm doing
What is this
a job
humanity?
I've
Where are
been
we
asked
going
to
in
do.
life?
I've been
You've got the
asked to
cops
do
coming
that.
around here to tell me that I've been in a protest
No, to ask
6
you
months
if you
ago.
have- To ask you if you have been.
Yeah,
In
well,
July,
who gives
that's
a
why
fuck?
6
How
months ago.
illegal is that?
Which part?
Going to a protest. Why are you guys here? Why is the police on my doorstep about a protest?
Yeah.
Why? Black Lives Matter protests fucking 2 weeks before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that illegal? Are you knocking on their doors?
Maybe.
No, you're not. So
it's
clearly so imitating. Why are you working for this corrupt government? What are you guys doing? Who are you serving? Are you serving us, or are you serving the corrupt government and health officials? They want no good for you. They're not there for you.
Were you there?
What?
Were you there?
You can answer my question, can't you?
No, we can't answer your question.
Well, I won't answer that.
Okay.
I'll just no comment it.
All right.
Like, what are we here for?
Well, what part of when
What the fuck do you want from me?
What did you understand when I first told you why we're here?
Well, you're asking if I'm at a protest 6 months ago.
Yes.
I don't recall. I do not recall.
We've been asked.
I don't recall. I'm sorry.
Because of crimes, anonymous.
I don't
crimes
recall.
report.
I don't recall.
Well, then we'll end the conversation. Unless you want to say anything else.
Go ask Andrews.
What's your reason for breaching the show directions?
What are you talking about? I don't recall any health directions, mate. I don't watch that bullshit on the TV.
children. They're animals. Look at them. You're at a park. There's kids there.
You're by association there with the group.
Excuse me. Why were they hassling you guys?
What was our reason for being here to shop? Why aren't we wearing masks? I'm wearing a mask. I had it on to talk to them.
Yeah.
But I have an exception.
Because I'm
They were
going
just
to
being
call.
Yeah. So did they say you're associated with the group?
Yes, guilty by association. Guilty by association.
And yet it was them that made me associated here because they told me to stay here and be safe.
Alright, how are you?
That's all right. Talking for your kids, that's all.
G'day.
Hey, I'm Josh from the Denny Police Station. Mate, we're here today to arrest you for incitement. You're taken to the police station. I gave you a phone call before, so I didn't want to do it in front of your kids, that's all. Out of respect for you and that kind of thing. So we need you to come with us, come to the police station, and then we'll get to come back home eventually.
Okay.
There. All right?
Yep, let me have a quick word with the wife, and we'll go from there.
All right. Nice one.
All right, well there you have it. I'm still streaming.
What happened?
Hey guys, police here to take me out of the station. So I'm going to head down with them, have a chat, and see what they've got to say. Apparently telling me that I have been inciting. So
What? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So we will see what the bail conditions are. That's really what's going to set the tone for what happens from here going forward.
Oh, wow, I'm shaking.
If the bail conditions are reasonable, then I might be out today. If they are unreasonable, then I may very well not be.
A fellow Australian.
Fellow Australian.
Are you a fellow Australian? Have you come to watch me exercise? I'm doing exercising right here. Huh? Sorry, my fellow Australians, do you require any assistance? Are you being detained? Are you being unlawfully detained? I was just exercising and I saw this.
So you live across the road and you were just sitting there?
What's your reason for being here today? You know it's not time to make jokes.
For a walk. Currently, I'm having a rest. Please leave me alone.
Why does this lady tell us to go back to our own country? You said go back to your own country.
I said go back to you.
No, you said go back to your own country. You can quote it on your own camera. It's on your body camera. Or just before, this police officer had told us to go back to our own country.
We used to live in a democratic country. What are you doing? This is not a communist state.
Howard Springs near Darwin is held up as the gold standard of quarantine. Separate cabins, on-site testing, catering, and so far, no known breaches. But the Queensland government reckons it can do better.
This is going to be a great boost for our defence against the Delta virus.
State Cabinet has signed off on the Wellcamp facility, first proposed 7 months ago. Businessman John Wagner will build it next door to his airport.
We will have the first 500 beds operational before Christmas.
The state government will lease it and run it. The cost to taxpayers is being kept under wraps. And so Queensland will have 2 purpose-built quarantine facilities. The Commonwealth is backing one here on Defence land at Pinkenbar near Brisbane Airport. There'll be rooms for 1,500 people by the middle of next year.
Police will be watching from above as the crackdown on public gatherings becomes even tougher tonight. Drones are being deployed in Perth as more activities are banned.
They're the eyes and voices in the sky.
Social distancing is critical.
Like something out of a science fiction movie, but this is our new reality. Police drones breaking up groups of more than 2.
These drones will be used at parks and other places where people congregate and people are not adhering to the social distancing rules.
From midnight tonight, unless you're from the same household, only 2 people can be together in public, both indoors and outdoors. The drone fleet is another weapon to protect frontline police and us from exposure to COVID-19.
Thank you. Your actions are saving lives.
At the moment, it is specifically, supposedly, about COVID-19, but we know that this is an infrastructure that is being laid for the government to declare in any self-declared emergency of any sort for any duration to be able to tell people where and when they can or cannot access public spaces. This is an infrastructure that's being laid. And there are government programs that are being provided. Hey, here's a couple $1,000s to help onboard your business and make sure that you guys are all in compliance with all of this. And we'll start training programs so that you know how best to deal with this and how to implement it in your company's workflow. And here's a smartphone app that we've developed for this. The infrastructure that is going into place right now, if you are thinking of this, as you should not be, but if you are still thinking about this, that this is just a one-time thing that's just about this one-off virus that's going around, and that's what this is about, guys. If you are still thinking about that, the infrastructure for the total lockdown of society that's going into place right now should be mind-blowing. Because, yeah, clearly, A, this is not about SARS-CoV-2 or COVID-19 or anything of the sort. It is about the general control. And B, once put in place, this infrastructure is not going away. Never again will you ever be able to simply access these spaces once these things go into place. Now, I don't have the crystal ball. I can't tell you exactly how this plays out. And who knows? Maybe there's huge resistance and pushback, and they go, okay, COVID-19's over now, guys, and look, now everyone can go again. We'll just keep this infrastructure in place for when we need it later. Or they could be going all the way right now into total lockdown for the rest of your life. I don't know which way that plays out, but either way, the infrastructure is there, and we have to understand the incredible global level of what is happening right now. Country after country all around the globe is being directed by outside forces. This is incredibly ground-shaking stuff for anyone who has any faith or hope left in the political process and all of that. All of those illusions, all of those scales should be falling from your eyes right now.